Yo, what's good my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another JJK Phantom Parade video. Today I am going to be talking to you about some blue characters that you absolutely have to work on for mono teams in the future because they are going to be implementing a game mode where mono teams count. So I just want to kind of give you guys an idea of characters that you should A, definitely have just because of how the way the game is going, or B, you definitely should summon for, and I'm just going to tell you some of the reasons why they are good characters, and more so, this isn't about should you summon or not, because I know I did that video in general, like who you should summon for throughout the year, basically, but I'm going to keep updating that video as the characters. So the first character that I said to summon for in that video was like Yuta, right? I'm pretty sure my list was Yuta, Hollow Purple Gojo, Blue Momo, Young Gojo, Toji, Zone Yuji, Kaito at the anniversary, and then Domain Expansion Gojo. The more information that I see on other characters and stuff like that from the JP version, because remember I stopped playing the JP version for a very long time. The more information that I see, the more insight that I'm getting, and the more I'm starting to kind of like tweak my list a little bit. So every single time that I summon and get one of the characters on that list, I will be kind of going back and updating my list of like, okay, who should you still be summoning for, right? Because as I get more characters, maybe some characters later on the list are just going to fall into obscurity for me, which I doubt, because typically characters later in the list come later and they're usually better than the characters that you already have. But there are some characters that are just going to be ridiculous, right? So like even when the second anniversary came and Red Toji came out, Yuta didn't all of a sudden lose use, you know? Like Yuta is still good. So there is that case of it. And if you want to argue, I'd say Yuta and Toji could be equal because Toji clears in damage, but where Yuta still saves himself is the fact that he has the healing passive worked in, right? But today we're talking about blue characters that you should be working on because they're so easy to get, or you should be summoning for them so you would have them anyway. First up, we're going to talk about this Maki, and guys, I like to order these in order of who you should worry about the least to who you should worry about the most. This Maki is actually pretty ass. Like, she's not great. She's a defender, first of all, but she functions basically like a DPS. Increases own break damage, increases own taijutsu damage. It feels weird that defender is a class in this game, because anybody in JJK actually who tries to stand in front of a hit for somebody probably getting their shit yapped off, right? Like, JJK is not a show that is so comfortable, so cozy, so lofty ideals, right? It is a lofty ideal to believe that somebody can be considered a tank in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe, because curse techniques are so unique, and they can hit you in so many different ways. Like, nobody's just eating everything that comes their way, unless they're literally Sukuna. The only person who could be a tank, from what I've watched in the show, the only person who could be a tank is anybody named Sukuna, Ryumen Sukuna, I forget about his first name all the time, or anybody who has taken more than one hit from Sukuna. That is the only characters who can be a tank, right? But, spoiler alert, this version of Maki can't take a hit from Sukuna, believe it or not. Toji could be a tank as well. Toji never fought Sukuna, but Toji could be a tank as well. But anyway, yeah, she functions like a DPS even though she's a tank. Skill 1 is going to increase selected enemy taijutsu damage received by 12.7%. She's literally she's literally debuffing and boosting her damage. It just doesn't make sense that she's a defender. Her skills are all really bad, but nonetheless, this skill right here is an AoE. This skill is an AoE, so if you need somebody who can, because I found that sometimes it's not about the lack of damage, more so it's the lack of spreading the damage, right? So sometimes those AoE characters do really help. You can still have a strong character on your team to focus the enemies, while you have an AoE character kind of just doing overall damage in general. Plus she is a full taijutsu character. You know, Maki has a heavenly restriction. She has no cursed energy, so quite literally none of these skills are going to cost you any cursed energy amount. You can see they cost 0 right here, so you got an AoE for free right here, and then you're literally building up to a bigger AoE. So she's decent for that regard. Her damage is not going to be incredible, but guys, the only reason why I'm saying to work on this Maki is because right now it is the JJK 0 event on the global version. You guys should be grinding that out, and if you are grinding the map event like you definitely, like I know you are, like the dead man knows his mighty magic knights are grinding, then that means you have this character for free already. This character is literally a free 5-star, and technically they give you the materials to get her maxed out minus the skill upgrade material, because you need the SSR stones to get the skills all the way to level 10. So they give you all the materials that you need to get her all the way to max level to level 91, get her grade up and everything, because the story event itself is going to give you all that stuff as drops. Then also is going to give you enough materials to get her skills probably around level 6, level 7, because once you hit like level 7, I think the next level up, or maybe once you hit level 8 actually, yes, level 9 and level 10 are where you need the SSR crystal for your skills, but you can still get her all the way up to level 8 skills and everything for free basically. So I just say work on this character because this is literally going to be the easiest character on this list for you to get. Like SR characters, as since they're not SSR characters, as high as their rates may be versus SSR characters, some SR characters can still be super elusive. Now, granted, I've been putting dupes into my Gojo, like trying to get all these different you know, different currencies and stuff, and buy these like just general dupes, and I have gotten the general dupes, and I put those in the Gojo. But without the general dupes, I still got Gojo to 3-star, and it's been like, the game came out on the 7th, so it's literally been 19 days. So it's nearly been 3 weeks. And my Gojo would have only been 3-star if I didn't buy those extra 2 dupes. An SR character that I have who's still only 3-star is SR Nanami. And literally, it's been 19 days. And I've been summoning like a madman. Y'all watched me get shafted for 18 summons in a row, literally. So it's insane to me that I still don't have Nanami 5-star. I have every other SR in the game 5-star. But guys, this is not a flex. This is literally just to say, sometimes SR characters can be hard to get. I remember the first like week of the game being out. People got their Gojo from their free selector ticket, and then people got all the way down the road to the end of the week, and people were like, damn, I still don't have Yaga. So it's just like, those SR characters can definitely elude you. This is going to be the easiest SR you will get in this game ever, because they literally are just giving her away. So she's ass. I've used her on the JP version, but she works enough if you work on her. But that's it for Maki. And remember, Maki's a special case. Maki is asterisk. Maki isn't even a, oh, okay, yeah, work on this one. It's not going to last you down the road, but like, hey, work on it for now. No, Maki is a literally do not use materials on her unless you absolutely need to use this Maki. But honestly, she wouldn't even be on the list if they did not just give her away to you for free. Like SR Toge and SR Panda aren't on the list. Again, if you summon for SR Toge or Panda, the dead man will be in your house tonight ready to brawl as soon as you're trying to go to bed. So I will catch your ass off guard. And I'm shiesty with that shit, bro. So like, do not do it. Do not summon for those two, bro. I'm so serious. I'm looking at you, bro. Alright, good talk. Let's go to the next character. Next character I have on the list is Shoko. Shoko is literally the only healer in the game. The only Shoko in the game, the only healer in the game. Not really much you gotta explain about that. I mean, she can directly heal. Yeah, that's about it. She cannot heal Mekamaru because Mekamaru does not heal from reverse curse technique. Any cursed spirits that are on your team at the time of healing with Shoko, she's actually gonna do damage to them because of reverse curse technique. But other than that, like, bro, as of right now, there's only 2 cursed spirits in the game that you can even have on your team, and I'm gonna be real with you, bro. As a sweat, I don't have those, either one of those 2 characters, Hanami or Jogo. So like, free to plays, if you have those, show me how the hell you're playing, because that's insane to me. The only person I would expect to have that is the sweatiest of sweats. But like, even still, you gotta have like 1,500 of those phantom medals, so I doubt anybody be able to do it. Skill 1 is nothing important. The skill 1 is literally just some basic taijutsu shit. The skill 2 has a minuscule amount of use. So because it lowers enemies' crit resistance, there are characters who have better crit resistance decreases, but this skill only costs 5 cursed energy. And you know, it is what it is. Most of the time you're really just using this skill right here. Reverse curse technique small. This one recovers the selected ally's HP by 137.6% of Jujutsu. What is her Jujutsu? Or her Jujutsu stat's not going to show at full right here. But then her ultimate is going to be recovers all allies' HP by 300% of Jujutsu. Deals low damage when used on a cursed spirit. And this one deals low damage used on a cursed spirit as well. But you can see here, AoE heal, single target heal. The only thing that can make her better, this is like a more minor AoE heal, to be honest with you. That's the only thing that'll make her better. But then at that point, she would be like really, really like perfect type shit. Honestly, if they do something like that, they can make an SSR version of her at that point sometime in the future. Recovers own and combo allies curse technique by 10%. So very good that she recovers curse technique because she's already healing naturally in her kit. But like, guys, literally, the reason you want the Shoko is because she's a healer. there are some times you're going to be in content where it's not just about dealing damage. Sometimes you can't get the damage out because you're not surviving. So her being a healer, yes, does subtract some damage that your team could be doing, but it technically adds damage when you consider the fact that everybody who's going to be buffing your damage and your damage dealer are all going to still be alive by the end of it. So Shoko is very good. Shoko helped me a lot. Shoko helps me out, and she was honestly the star of Domain Investigation for me, because she's constantly keeping everybody's health topped off while I try to figure out like different team compositions and stuff like that. So she has earned a place in my heart, not even just from the show because I love goth girls, but also because she is a wonderful unit, and you guys should definitely work on her. You definitely will get her. She's literally an SR character. You will get her at some point in time, and at any time you should go ahead and get her to get her worked on. And to give you guys perspective, yes, my Shoko is level 91, fully grade 8, but this skill is probably only like level 4 at most. And this skill is literally probably only level 4 at most. Like level 4. Neither one of these can be any higher than level 4. Either way, this is damn near full heal on any unit I give it to. This is literally always a full heal on my entire team. Now, as higher level caps come out and more, as higher level caps come out, yes, that may not look the same, but low-key it would look the same, because if her level cap increases, that means that she's getting more curse technique, literally. So it's just like, if the level cap increases, that means that she is getting more curse technique as well, which means that her heals are also going to go up as well. But guys, absolutely work on Shoko. She is a hell of a healer, and she's the only damn healer. So, plus she's an SR. It doesn't hurt to have her worked on. It literally does not hurt to have her worked on. It's the opposite of hurting to have her worked on. So please do it. All right, guys, this is like the first character where I'm just like, yo, I'm certain. Like, yes, even though she's not out on global yet, spend your diamonds for this character. Spend your cubes for this character. That's how good I feel like she is. That's what I'm saying. Skill 1, or actually, she gives herself evasion if your health is 60% or below, which is already overpowered. I love extra forms of defensive capabilities, and evasion is the best kind of defensive capability, because you could just not get hit at all. Or really, the best defensive capability would be 100% damage nullification, but everybody can't be Gojo, right? Cool. Skill 1 isn't really that important. It's just like ranged jutsu damage. What's really nice about it though is that it increased the enemy's damage received by 21.3% up to 3 times for 2 turns. So you can stack that 2 times. I don't know why it says up to 3 times, but for 2 turns, well, you can only stack it 2 times. Dude, their logistics team is so weird. I don't know why they put however many times. Literally just put how many turns it lasts, and then put doesn't stack or stack. Honestly, you don't have to put 3 times 1 time, because yes, I understand that if I do that 3 times, it'll stack 3 times. But if I can never get to the 3rd time because it runs out in 2 turns, what's the point of even saying 3 times? I just don't understand it. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make with this Momo is that she's good for this skill right here, right? So skill 2 is going to be increases all allies damage by 68.7%. So it doesn't matter whether it's jujutsu or physical. That's the reason why it's really good. And then also it increases all allies break damage by 20% for 2 turns. These can stack up to 2 times. You see what I'm saying, bro? It doesn't even say 2 turns 2 times right here. It literally just says 2 turns, because it can just stack on top of itself for the 2 turns. Why do they have to put 3 times, 1 time, 4 times, whatever, under like each skill? It's stupid. Anyway, break damage and just all damage in general is very good. Like, dude, break, I don't think about how important it is, because typically Gojo is just killing enemies. But break damage is so insane because it literally buys you like 2 turns. After you break an enemy, they just sit there stunned for 2 turns and they take extra damage. So low key, I'm starting to have a higher appreciation for characters who boost break, or even pages that can help with your like breaking of enemies. Skill 3 increases all allies crit hit rate by 30%. Increases all that's only at level 1. Increases all allies crit hit rate at 45%. Increases all allies crit hit damage at 30%. And then decreases all enemies crit hit resistance by 30%. So there's no escape. There's no escape with this damn Momo, bro. She's boosting your crit rate and damage and lowering their crit resistance. Oh, the enemy's fucked. Not to mention you're already doing this. Like, bro, these buffs also, guys, very good skills cost like 30 curse energy. This one only costs 25 and 20, which doesn't seem that crazy, but when you throw somebody like Kaito in the mix, who can literally give you 38 curse energy in 1 turn, because Kaito's skill 3 doesn't cap out, it stacks. But he doesn't have enough cursed energy to keep doing it, right? So for that first turn that Kaito uses his skill 3, and I just experienced this recording another video, I'm not capping on you. The first turn that you use Kaito's ultimate, if you have it at level, or not ultimate, skill 3, if you have it at level 10, you are going to gain 19 cursed energy. The next turn, if you have the means to do Kaito's ultimate, or skill 3 again, then for that next turn, since the buff lasts for 2 turns, the next turn, your character is going to get 38 cursed energy. I literally watched that shit happen. I watched my character's cursed energy go from like 36 to like jump up to like 68 or something like that, which is like 32, because I give 16 cursed energy with Kaito right now. So like, guys, you can cheese Momo's cursed energy insanely. But like, bruh, buff and damage, break damage, crit rate, and crit damage. I don't even know of any other characters that boost crit damage. I know everybody can boost crit rate. Not everybody, but a lot of different characters boost crit rate. But like boosting crit damage, it's kind of crazy, especially because they don't have a stat for crit damage or crit rate. So it's like, it's when you see somebody who boosts crit rate or crit damage, it's monumental every time. And then her ultimate is an AoE, so she's a weak unit attack wise, but it's nice that she has an AoE just because she's still somewhat contributing to the damage altogether. It'd be whatever if her ultimate was single target, right? I love Nanami, SR Nanami, but I really hate the fact that his ultimate is single target because I want to hit everybody with it. It's a very good ultimate. It increases everybody's damage down and everything, but like if it was an AoE, it'd have that nice little edge right there. But I mean, literally, besides punching the wall and imbuing the wall with his cursed energy like he did to Mahito, what else does what else does Nanami have that he can do really that's an AoE? But yeah, this ultimate, nearly 800 damage to 800% range Jujutsu damage to all enemies, decreases the selected enemy's ultimate gauge count by 1, and stuns all enemies with a 90.5% chance. So typically, I am a very big stinker for units who have a less than 100% chance to stun, but I give her the pass just because of all this shit she's doing right here. It's so insane. And she's also lowering their ultimate gauge count, guaranteed. So like, the stun is kind of like a cherry on top, really, if you get it, you know? Combo ultimate effect is increase own and combo allies Jujutsu damage by 20% for 2 turns, so a good person to combo up with Gojo, because it's Jujutsu damage. And then deals 100% range Jujutsu damage to all enemies, right? And then we just brought his name up. Let's just go ahead and jump to the last character. Y'all know who the hell it is, bro. Don't be stupid. Literally, the last character is gonna be the strongest, the honored one, Gojo. Everybody got this man as a free ticket at the start of the game. I want to hear no excuses. If you didn't get your, if you re-rolled your ticket or you redrew your ticket and you did not get Gojo with your ticket, and you're watching this video right now, and you're sitting there like, bruh, how do I get Gojo now? Bruh, start a new damn account, bruh. Why did you not get Gojo in the first place, bruh? Some people didn't know that you could get Gojo, which is fair, because on the JP version, I don't think Gojo was on the first banner. Yeah, he was. Yeah, how do you not know you can get Gojo? It's a redrawable ticket for anybody in the pool. It's crazy how people build all these extra barriers around something, right? You got to redraw a ticket. And then with your redraw ticket, you said, oh, I probably can't get Gojo because he's like blah, blah, blah. Or I can't. Why are you adding all these extra boundaries? It's called a redraw ticket. You just said it yourself. It is a redraw ticket, which means you can redraw for anything. Just redraw for Gojo. Get Gojo. If you don't have Gojo, what are you doing really? If you don't have Gojo, re-roll your account right damn now. Get Yuta, try to get Yuta, but guaranteed get Gojo from your redrawable ticket. Because I don't know how long them redrawable tickets are going to last, bro. Leaves the field after 7 turns. Performs a black flash, or when black flash is performed, increases its own critical hit rate for 2 turns. Gojo's skill 1 does 458 damage, Jujutsu damage to the enemy. I think now that this is in global, all these numbers are rounded off. Because I think, actually no, my Gojo says 458.1, I thought. But Gojo does like 458% damage with this skill right here. This shit hits super hard. Gojo works off of Curse Technique as well, so like I didn't really level this skill too much. But if you level this skill, he does 333.2% taijutsu damage to the selected enemy. These are both single targets. This costs 1, this costs 1. All of Gojo's skills cost 1 because he has infinite cursed energy. It does not matter. So when Gojo gets duplicates, he does not get 10 extra cursed energy to start out. From the second duplicate, like every other character in the game does. Every Gojo in the game is just going to get more stats at that second dupe because he does not need the extra cursed energy. This buff right here is absolutely menacing. This is like 125% in game on the global version. So just imagine, because this stacks up to 3 times, right? 3 turns. Imagine using this 3 times, or imagine using this 2 times, and your energy, you have 250% extra damage dealt to whatever you're about to hit. Bro, that shit is insane. His ultimate is an AoE. It does 1050 damage, or 1050 damage, right? But like, my whole point is, Gojo hits really hard. His kit is super simple, but that's because his stats are just absolutely out of this damn world. The numbers that he's hitting are ridiculous. Like, Gojo can one tap. I one tap the special grade bosses from all the story events and map events all the time. Like, Gojo is the one doing that, bro. It doesn't matter if Gojo's type, advantage, disadvantage, neutral. It does not matter. Gojo should be the first character that you picked up. Let's go back to that point. Do you have Gojo yet? Okay, pause the video, re-roll, get Gojo, come back and watch the video. Because this is the character that you needed to re-roll for on your first ticket. This is a character that you absolutely should have, and this character, even though he only stays for 7 turns, believe it or not, would still actually be pretty good for mono. I hopped on JP the other day and I was using Young Gojo with the new anniversary Yuji because I got him in 1 multi and, you know, buffers, whatever, my typical setup. And then literally some of the missions, it was like, oh, blue's type advantage here. I was like, okay. I switched in regular old blue Gojo, and he's not even max level. He's still doing phenomenal damage. He's still ripping through all the enemies before he even has to leave. So Gojo still works till this day. Like, even though, because who would be a better blue unit than him? Oh yeah, nobody. There's no better blue unit than Gojo. Not that I know of, goddamn. There ain't no better blue unit than Gojo, bro. So definitely keep working on this Gojo, man. He will take you so far into the game. Every Gojo will take you so far into the game. This right here is just saying that Gojo leaves for the 7 turns, and then this right here, at the start of the battle, grants attack immunity to self. So he has attack immunity the whole time he's there, basically. Unless you're like in a domain, then the domain rips through. But guys, that is it for all of my characters that you absolutely should be summoning for or working on or whatever. Now, just like the yellow video, I actually have some honorable mentions because, like I said, people do not know how to control themselves sometimes. People have different favorite characters. There's a whole different, you know, miasma of reasons that people could be summoning for extra characters. So let me just give y'all some more suggestions that maybe work if you have them. So guys, again, I just want to emphasize, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you that you need to work on these characters. I'm not telling you need to summon for these characters. I guess I am, but more so this is just like a, absolutely while you're on your way of acquiring characters that you want, make sure to stop and get this one too, right? I'm not telling you anymore to focus in on these characters because people are going to summon for what they want. I could imagine people would summon for Inamaki. Inamaki has a cool character design. His power is really cool. Feels kind of like a wasted potential type of character to me. But even still, I looked over his skills and he seems actually pretty chill. He has this decrease all enemies Jujutsu by 40.1%, which I think is good because a lot of enemies do attack based off of curse damage. So that's really cool. He fills his own ultimate gauge on a skill just like for free, and it's 15 per. It only costs 15 curse energy, so I do like that a lot. And I like how now, if the enemy is really strong, he sacrifices a certain amount of HP. If the enemy is weak, he sacrifices a lesser amount of HP. I think that's a very good thing to add in now, just to kind of like differentiate. And he has a chance to recover his own HP while he's losing HP. So if you attack a weak enemy, and then you do 2.5% of your own HP, you have a 30% chance to recover 3% HP, which is like you never lost health at all. So that's really cool. It feels like Inamaki was training. Which honestly, Inamaki wasn't even training in the damn show, it didn't look like. So it feels like in the game, Inamaki was actually having a little training arc in the background versus, you know, in the actual show, it just feels like Inamaki's just a character. Let's see. This right here increases the selected enemy's taijutsu damage received, and Jujutsu damage received by 27% for 4 turns, and it's effective for blue types. This is the reason why he's honorable mention, because his stuff is not all encompassing. Some of it is just for blue units, whereas Momo's stuff is all encompassing. So I think Momo is going to be better for you as a character to spend your cubes on, more value for you overall on your account, right? He's gonna be good for blue teams. He'll be solid for other teams too, but like he'll mainly be good for blue teams because this right here is for blue units, and this right here is also for blue units on his ultimate. Increases all enemies taijutsu and jujutsu damage received by 26.6% for 4 turns. The greater the target's HP, the greater the increase, up to 50%. Deals 750% jujutsu to all enemies. If the enemy's stronger than him, 10% of HP sacrifice. If the enemy's not stronger than him, 6.5% of HP sacrifice, or 4.5, I'm sorry. Recovers own HP by 6.5%. This is a 65% chance. So a chance to not even take damage doing it. Like, he has a chance to not take damage using his skills, which is really good. It's a big improvement for Inamakis. Because Inamakis are all just like literally killing themselves over time. But like, yeah, if this wasn't here, I'd probably put Inamaki in the like definitely summon for him. But since this is right here, he's like a maybe. He's like an asterisk. Like, he'll be really good for the mono game mode later on. But I feel like until that game mode comes out, you don't have the reasoning to summon for him. There are still blue characters who are going to be better in general that you can summon for, and they give you a good experience all around. This Inamaki can help you out, but again, I feel like he's mainly going to help you if you're running a mono blue team. Recovers on allies HP by 8%, or recover on combo allies HP by 8%. Deals 150% Jujutsu damage to selected enemy. At the start of battle, grants HP recovery special status to self 5 times. At the start of each turn, if own HP is 70% or below and HP recovery special status is active, recover own HP by 10%, 60% chance. Reduced HP recovery special status count by 1. So you have something, he also has something that has a chance to constantly heal him throughout his turn. So not bad, actually. He's a very big, for an Inamaki character, he is actually a gigantic improvement in my eyes. But let's look at the last character, because the last character is going to be the last honorable mention, and then I'll get out of your hair, let you do whatever you need to do, let you cook up, grind up, whatever you need to grind on. Alright guys, the last character that I'm going to go over is going to be really fast, because I think he's actually pretty dog shit. He is, puff puff pass on driving high, yeah, whatever. Anyway, SR character here. So again, easy to get from the summon pool. I actually have him 5-star. The only reason why I put him here in the honorable mention is because of this. At the start of each turn, if your health is 70% or higher, increases own critical hit rate by 50%, increases own break damage by 20%. The only reason why I want him here is for the break. That's all. That's all. Literally just a break. That is the only reason why he is here, bro. Nothing else has ever impressed me on this character. I had him on the JP version, and I had to use him whenever I needed to struggle through missions, and oh my gosh, what a waste of fucking mats. This dude is dog. But if you need a breaker character, and again, if you're just lacking for options in general, go for it. I'm starting to find more importance in break, so that's why he made it. But like, other than that, and you know, he could specifically just be a breaking character for you, because you know, you can put a page on him as well that's going to increase his like break rate. But like, you could turn him into a very competent break character, probably. Am I going to spend my time doing it? Absolutely fucking not. But guys, that is honorable mentions for this video. So remember, the 4 characters that we said today that you definitely need to work on or try to get or whatever, right, is going to be the blue Maki, because they give her away to you for free, and if you absolutely need her, then work on her. But other than that, no. She only made it because she's absolutely free in every sense of the word. The Shoko obviously is the only healer in the game. She's an SR character. You'll get her eventually. Work on her. Great to have a healer. Blue Momo is going to be an incredible buffer. She's going to be insane when she comes out, and she works for everybody, not just blue characters, so she's going to be really good for that. And then obviously Blue Gojo is who you should have had at the start. But guys, that's going to be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. I hope that you guys did enjoy the video. Hollow Purple.